We speak about the Mumbai franchise there. You have to speak about Hardik Pandya. You were there at the Wankhede. You've sort of seen a lot of the matches as Mumbai has gone. It is tough being Hardik Pandya at this point.
I think things are starting to turn around. We're seeing that now because of the kind of players that they have. They have the best T20 bowler in the world. There's some real powerhouses there in their batting. Slightly short on spin, but Shreyas Gopal keeps going. I bowled well in one game.
Yeah.
They'll have somebody there as well. I think eventually they'll find a way to get into the final rounds. There's just a lot of batting power there, and with bowling, people like Akash Madwal, Bumrah, and Virat is starting to look good. I think they will reach the final rounds. Coming to Hardik, it was always going to be a tough job for him, considering how everything happened. Everyone was taken by surprise. So Rohit Sharma now has become the most liked, personality in Indian cricket. I think the fans have warmed up to him as the India captain. They've been able to sort of gauge what kind of person Rohit Sharma is. So the captaincy being taken away from him has been the angst for the fans, and it's not so much about Hardik Pandya taking over because he had the credentials to be the captain and player. So it was tough, the kind of reception that he got. But there was a very important moment at the Wankhede Stadium we were commentating when again, in the game after the toss where I said something and that got a little bit of attention. The next game, again, it started. The booing started. And right in front of us, there was a set of 20, 30, young boys and girls who got up and said, Hardik, Hardik, chanting for Hardik, pro Hardik sort of chants. And immediately that caught on. And then the booing was like in a minority, it got completely covered up by the Hardik chanting. And that for me was a great moment, which showed that there are more people who are willing to encourage. We might think that we are living in a world, especially in social media, where everyone's trying to pull everyone down. But that was, for me, right out there, very visible. Majority thinking it's not fair for the captain, and we got to support him. And I think things will change for Hardik. Must be the toughest phase for him personally, because when you have the whole ground not rooting for you, it can be very difficult.
Yes, for an Indian cricketer to be booed, especially in India, it's difficult.
It has happened to quite a few Indian players, and I've seen the effect it has on the player when the whole ground goes sort of anti you, start booing you. Um, it affects the player.
And he's an important cog as far as India's plans for the World Cup is concerned. Fans are booing an Indian cricketer ahead of one of the most important tournaments, and that's clearly affecting his performance ahead of the World Cup.
Yeah, but you can understand the fans not thinking that way. They're just thinking about Mumbai Indians. They're thinking about Rohit Sharma. If the captaincy was taken away from somebody else, they would have been more supportive. See, Hardik is an amazingly talented cricketer. That is what makes him special. And we saw his, output in that semi-finals on a big stage T20 World Cup semi-final in Australia, when he got those 60 runs when India was really slow to begin with, how he was able to come in and give India some score in the end. So that is Hardik's greatness. India-Pakistan match in the UAE as well, the last over finish. So on the big stage, he gives you the big performances. And that is why Hardik Pandya will always be somebody that the Indian selectors would want. And once he starts playing for India, he'll start enjoying himself. And I'm sure the enjoyment phase will start now because the fans are now supporting him more than they were earlier. But playing under Rohit Sharma, I'm sure he'll enjoy it more. There'll be no pressure. But India wants Hardik Pandya the all-rounder more than just Hardik Pandya the batter.